Hey Charlie, it's 3:22 in Texas. As you can see outside, it's dark. Freaking Germany, and this recording is like a experiment. I'm not sure if I'm gonna post it. Like most of the time when I think about doing a video, I have certain things on my mind, things I'd like to let you know, let other people know who might be watching my channel. Not this time. So the primary, well, the prime reason for clicking the start button of the video is that I want to be with you. And somehow if I record videos, I feel close to you. And again, I don't know whether I'm gonna post this video or not, because you won't see me crying on any videos, and I'm close to that right now. I don't know why. Well, I can try to explain it, and I guess you can figure out many reasons why that is the case. And number one is you, because I miss you. I love you. And I do not know what happened to your channel. So I do not know how you are. How you doing? What your thoughts are, what your daily life looks like. I miss that. And at the same time, life remains complicated. Many things to do, many different tasks that need their attention all at once. And there's people out there who believe that the most effective way, most successful way of walking through life might be to focus focus at one thing, one mission at a time, until that one is completed. But I can't afford to do that, because if I do, other things will be neglected. And these other things are of close to equal importance. So, again, I've been watching many videos, many movies. I've read many books about US presidents. And I claim to have an understanding of what the situation for a president, any given president at any given time, looks like. Might sound arrogant to some people. I guess other people can understand me, because, as I said, I am running a family office. This is my profession. If people see me wandering through the streets, taking my time, I might have the impression I have nothing to do. This is wrong. That's not the case. But part of the job of running a family office is that you think about what steps you need to take and when to take them. So at certain times, it is advisable not to do anything and to wait. Yeah, and I've mentioned before, that patience is none of my primary skills, virtues, whatever you might call it. I've gotten better over the years, but I'm still terrible at it. Yeah. So I miss you. And weeks go by, months go by. Just saw the calendar. Tomorrow's Friday again. Another week has gone by almost. And we're all getting older. I'm still not in Texas. Haven't heard from my lawyer. Haven't heard from my real estate agent. I hardly ever hear from anybody. Yeah. That is life. And whether you like it or not, it's the only one you got. It's not like a computer game where you can exit play mode and start all over again. And I know this sounds depressing, but what else can I say today? I was watching CNBC again. Yesterday, the Dow Jones hit a new all time high, above 48,000 points for the first time ever. Today, there was a little bit of a correction. It was down by 797 points. Yeah. And so when you see those red arrows flash across the screen, there's there's other things that I like better. Let's put it that way. Okay? I thought about joining the military because I'm bored. If I try to ignore certain pressures like having to improvise how to get hold of some cash, how to pay for the next delivery of heating oil, and further things that I don't want to get into right now. If I ignore those things, like these things, these circumstances, they generate a mental pressure. And although the experts don't want to hear that, the doctors, I'm resilient. I've acquired a mental toughness that like 10 years ago I never thought was possible. So again, if I ignore those pressures, those mental pressures, and I told you about the stock market, that if you are invested in the stock market and you see a day like today, red arrows across the screen, and you consider that a big part of your wealth is invested in your stock portfolio, that's one kind of mental pressure that you need to be able to withstand. Okay, so anyway, if I ignore all those things, and sometimes I'm bored, I'm asking myself, what am I doing here in Germany, of all places? I don't belong here. I'm not German. And I do believe that many people, including my humble self, would be so much better off if I could call a cab, considering the fact that they revoked my driver's license, calling a cab, driving me to the airport, saying hasta la vista, baby. Yeah, that's my offer. Unbelievable. And then sometimes you hear the phrase or the sentence or the belief that some people do have, that God has a plan. And I do believe he has. And Mr. Springer, yours truly, has his own plan. It's going to be interesting to see whether there will come the time when those two plans align. And like in a railway station, that there will be the green signal and the train's going to move out of the station and into the future. Yeah. All right, Charlie. I love you. I miss you. Today, when I was walking through town, I replayed certain videos you made in the past in my mind. I'm not visible on YouTube right now, but somehow I have a photographic memory. Is that the expression? I don't know. I can still see them in front of me, and they're beautiful. Many of them. And this is what keeps me going. The fact that I do know that you love me. And I would give almost anything to learn how you're doing, how you are, what the real reason is behind the disappearance of your channel, things like that. And I say I would give almost anything, because if I would give away everything, then we would be a poor family. And I don't like that. This house is mine. I try to sell it, if I haven't mentioned it already. My company is mine, ours. And I'm fighting hard to keep both. Like when I talk about the house, I'm not talking about fighting to keep the house. What I mean is to preserve the value of the house. Not selling it for a nickel and a dime, but to get the money that it's worth. Okay? Right. So, let's keep going. I hope you're doing all right. I hope Texas is all right. I'm a little worried about the United States right now. Like, one positive thing about the current circumstances, that since we moved here as a family back then in 2017, many more Americans moved into this part of Partenkirk. And so my house is situated a little secluded from the rest of the village. It's a prime location. There are no buses. And if you want to come here, there's one road only that leads to the house, and if you want to get back to town, you got to use the same roads to get out of it. So, what do you call that? A dead end or a kill zone? No, 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 I'm joking. So it's a prime location, okay, and many Americans have moved here. So I call it Little America. There's Little Italy, New York, and this is Little America. So I was talking to one of my American neighbors, and she said, well, she's talking to her friends in the States, and many of them want to get out of the country. She told me the majority of her friends, and she is working for the government. The majority of her friends cannot imagine staying in the US, or if they are located in Europe or elsewhere, to return to the United States as long as President Trump remains in office. And I'm sorry to hear that. Because I, for myself, can never imagine saying that I do not want to return to the United States. Even if there was a politician in office whom I don't like, it would be even more a reason for me to return to straighten things out or to help better the circumstances. So hearing from my neighbor that many of her friends are saying that the United States is changing for worse. And sometimes they don't even recognize their own country anymore. That troubles me as well. But what can I do? I've certain things on my mind that I can do, that I will do, and we'll see what happens, right? And Mr. Trump, please excuse me. I'm still a big fan of yours. I was loyal to you ever since you declared your candidacy in 2015. But you said something last week that I cannot agree with. You said you have a bigger heart than anybody. And that's simply not true, because mine is bigger than yours. All right, Charlie. I love you. Don't forget that. I guess you won't. Stay strong. I'm on my way to you. Love you.